So today we are taking a look at my Airport EDC and everything that I take with me in the plane. Let's go. Hi, my name is Ayan and on this channel I talk about tech, travel, transform, and specifically I wanted to make a video to showcase everything that I take with me on flight, on international trips, even on some domestic trips. To be honest, I totally hate taking flights. I avoid it as much as possible. I prefer road trips, but for longer distances and for traveling abroad, you have no option but to take the flight. There are so many restrictions. You cannot take this, you cannot take that. And if you know me, I'm a big side EDC junkie. I love to travel with all my tools, basically to save the day whenever a zombie apocalypse happen, and it can happen anytime, and you should always have all the required tools to save the day and be a hero. I'm sure you're gonna agree with me, but yes, flight has a lot of restrictions. So let's take a look inside my EDC kit and I'm sure you will get some certain ideas on what you can carry. Unfortunately, we cannot carry a pocket knife, which is like absolutely terrible, but I still have a small tool to showcase you which is allowed in the flight approved by TSA. So let's start with the bag itself, and this is the modular sling bag by Alpaca. I have shown Alpaca products on my channel a couple of times. Basically, it's an Australian company which makes great products. I totally love Alpaca products. And yes, this is the modular sling bag by Alpaca. It comes in a few different colors, and you can see there are two different sections. One is the zip and one is the front pocket. So I'm definitely gonna show you what's inside, but first let's take a look of this adorable bag from the outside. So yes, this is the Alpaca slim bag and I am totally in love with this bag. This is so modular, this is so compact. I love the form factor. It carries really well cross body, and over here you have a small Alpaca branding. Then you have this magnetic flip that comes really handy, especially in airport situations. I'll explain in a minute. On the back you have this string, so you can sling it on the body and cross body. But if you are also carrying a backpack like I usually do on an airport which has all the camera gears, then you can use these velcro straps to attach it to the backpack strap in the front like this, and then it really becomes a part of your overall carry and you don't have to mess with different bags here and there. And if you just take a look, there is also a belt clip over here, so you can use this particular clip to attach it to your waist and it can become a bum bag sort of. I don't really use any of these functions, to be honest. I just like to sling it on my body, but it's good to know that these are still provided if you still need it any time of the day. And yes, so these buckles are removable, and this is by the classic Alpaca design. If you can see, they have that on all their sling bags, so it's very easy to remove. Talking about the material, it's made of 200D ripstop nylon, which is a great material. It's actually water repellent, so even if you are caught in the rain, you will not have any problem. Talking about being water repellent, this has YKK zipper which are weather sealed, so you can see which is the industry best zipper you can find. So let's look at the very first thing which you might have noticed already in the bag outside itself. So this is an S-biner, basically a carabiner by a company called Night Eyes, and it's a great carabiner. It's basically in S shape, so you can attach one side on the bag and the other side you can attach anything you want. So this is something that I use to put my caps, my hats, or even my water bottle slinging to the bag. And a great part about this carabiner, it's very lightweight. It's made of aluminum and it also has a locking mechanism, so if you bolt it down like this, then it's not opening easily. So this is a small locking mechanism, and this company is really great, Night Eyes. I also have a couple of more products that I'll show you in some later video, but yeah, this is the first thing that I like to carry with me on my Airport EDC, the Night Eyes S-biner. It comes in 3 different sizes and mine is size 3, which is great for hanging your caps, hats, or even water bottles to your bag. Alright, moving to the next item. Right outside, if you lift this magnetic flap, you can access to my sunglasses, which is by a company called Cancer Council. I have a few different sunglasses, but I like to travel with this one because this one is polarized and it also looks stylish on my face. Comment it down below how I look with the sunglasses, but yeah, nothing fancy. You can carry any sunglasses, and I don't really put them in cover eye. It's not very expensive. It's quite I would say affordable, so I just like to put it there like that. So if I'm traveling, especially in the morning or the day flight, I definitely have them slinging outside. Alright, getting into the bag, right in the front I have my passport with me, and the reason I'm carrying my passport over here is whenever you are entering the airport, there are a lot of instances where you have to show your passport while dropping the baggage, while boarding the flight. So till the time I reach to my flight and sit on my seat, my passport stays here very secured and very safe in the front for quick access. But after that, this goes in my passport wallet, which I have already shown on the channel itself. So this is the passport wallet by Spigen, and it's a great armor for your passport. It can carry your passport, 2 SIM cards, SIM ejector tools, 4 different cards, some foreign exchange, and a pen for immigration form. So for the quick access, my passport stays here, and for the rest of the time it stays in the Spigen passport wallet. I have already made a video on that one and you can check it out by clicking a link in the description. Now let's move to the inside of the sling bag, and you will be surprised to see how organized this bag is and how much things that it can carry. So at the very first glance, you can see that this bag stands on its own and there is nothing that comes falling out. Even if you're slinging it on your body, it's very much in the form, it's very much in the shape, and it's not fully articulating, and the reason is because things easily falls down, and that is why I totally love going out on this bag on flights, on airports, because everything is really organized and everything is in the shape and everything is very accessible. So let me give you a quick peek on how it looks from the inside, and you can see there are a lot of organization happening over here, one compartment over here, couple of pockets there, and there are something that you can hold over there as well. So yeah, it's a very much organized bag, and yeah, the best part is it's retain its shape even while standing, even while on its body. So let's take a look at the very back compartment. So on here we have three different things, and the first thing that I have is a pen for immigration form. I don't usually keep a pen over here because I always have one on my passport wallet, but it's always good to have another pen. And then the first thing that I have is my wallet, and the wallet is by same company, Alpaca. It's a great card holder. It carries 4 different cards and one ID and few cash notes. So I've already shown this wallet in one of my previous video, but yes, this matches the sling bag really well, both from the same company, same material. So yeah, it really doesn't take a lot of space, and it makes a lot of sense to have it over here. The next thing I have in my back compartment is my Magsafe friendly power bank. This power bank is with me for many years. As you can see, it's also come tearing down, but it still works great. 10,000 milliampere. It can connect to my iPhone via Magsafe, and it also has a kickstand built in. And using this kickstand, I can just put my iPhone over here and watch movies on the flight and whatnot. I actually got it in London 2 years back, but now even in India, you have a lot of Magsafe power bank options, so you can pick out the one that suits your need. Alright, so the last thing that I have in this compartment is this melatonin strip. So basically, this helps you ease into sleep very easily. The melatonin helps you ease out and sleep. So if you take it 30 minutes before, you will feel sleepy, and it's really important for me sometimes in longer flight where it's not easy to sleep even if you have noise cancellation headphones. And yeah, that's why I have keeping it over here. This is by a company called Wellness Nutrition, and yeah, whenever you want to sleep, just take it before 30 minutes. You have to just peel it down, put it on your tongue, and it will do its job. Okay, I'm moving towards the middle compartment now, and the first thing that I have over here is of course my AirPods Pro 2nd generation. This one comes in noise cancellation. Noise cancellation is great, and it's a must-have for flight. So I also carry one noise cancellation headphones with me whenever I'm going to a flight, and it usually sits in my backpack. But inside my sling, I like to keep my Apple AirPods Pro 2nd generation, and it does the job really well. Alright, moving towards the next item, and I'm still surprised how much this bag can carry. So this is my Orbit key organizer, and again I have shown this multiple times on this channel. So this carries my different keys, and it also has a key ring over here which has a quick access thing, so you can add more keys once you reach hotel, once you rent a car, things like that. But yeah, this is a key organizer. It has my key, it has my UB key which I use for 2-factor authentication. It also has a small pen drive which has 32 GB of storage, which I can use for taking backups on the go. And one great important thing that I really like to have it over here is this small multi-tool by the company Orbit K itself. So this multi-tool has a lot of different things. So this has a small scale, this has a bottle opener, it has a small pry bar on the front, so you can also pry things, for example food tins. It has a small filer, and it has a screwdriver in the front for Phillips, and it has another screwdriver on the back like this. So Orbit Key has very smartly designed this multi-tool which you can take with you in the flight itself, and it stays in the keychain. It doesn't have any knife or anything, that's why you can take it with you. It's TSA friendly, and that is one of the reasons I like to keep my keychain over here, and it goes really well in this bag. Alright, the next thing I have over here is this small spray bottle by a company called Zone, made in Denmark, and this is a great bottle to keep different things. But I am carrying over here a small hand sanitizer, and as you know, it's important to keep every liquid under 100 milliliter if you're carrying from the flight. So yeah, it is really small. I think it's just 20-30 milliliter, and it sprays really well. So hand sanitizer is something that becomes really important, especially after COVID. So I like to keep it over here. A very slim bottle, a very great bottle, performs great, and also looks very aesthetic. So it stays in my bag over here. Alright, the next item is very much similar. It's again another spray bottle, and this one is generic, not by a company, but this one is really good. So you have this action, and it feels really satisfying, you can see. And over here I'm carrying a perfume. Usually the choice of my perfume is from Lacoste White, and I really like it as a summer perfume. But if I'm traveling in winters, I have a different perfume over here. It's usually Tom Ford Ombre Leather, but yeah, it's now currently Lacoste White. Again, a generic bottle. It's really good whenever you are reaching your destination. When everyone is stinking on the plane, you can just put a couple of sprays on you, and you can smell great whenever you are reaching a new destination. Alright, so the last thing in the middle compartment is my hand moisturizing cream, and it's by a company called Asaya. It smells really good, and you all know that how much you can get dehydrated while flying. This one comes in 2-3 different flavors, but I really like this flavor. It's called Patchouli Vanilla, and again the company is Asaya. Nothing really fancy, but in flight my hands get really dry, so that's why a hand moisturizing cream. Alright, now moving to the last compartment over here, you can see there are some organization built in and nothing will fall down on its own. There are a couple of things that is happening, and this is something that I recently picked and I wanted to show you. So I really like to travel with my Apple Watch Series 7 edition, and this is the power bank for my Apple Watch. So this is a recently launched made by a company called Daily Objects. I have shown its wallet in one of my previous video, and I recently bought it like 1 week ago and I have put it in my kit. So I'm yet to test it and report how it really performs, but Daily Objects make great products, and this is very aesthetic power bank for your Apple Watch, and I think it can charge your Apple Watch for 2 times, which is not bad for the small form factor. And yeah, that's why I like to keep it with me while traveling. Alright, moving towards the next thing, I have my flashlight over here and I have shown it in one of my previous video. It's by a company called Phoenix. Model number is E18R version 2, and these days a flashlight is a must in my everyday carry essential kit. So yeah, it goes with me everywhere. It has a lot of different functions. I've already talked about it in one of my previous video. You can take a look. I'm gonna put a link in the description. But yeah, it has different mode for reading, and it can go up to 1200 lumens, which is great. And it has a dual clip which fits really well in your pocket and also attaches to your hat to become a great searchlight. So if you want to check it out, you can check my old videos and there will be links to buy it. Alright, the last thing over here is my trusty charging cable. It's by Incharge X. So this is a very small charging cable, as you can see. But don't go on its size. It's a really functional, it's a really handy. So it has a lightning connector for iPhone over here, but this lightning connector also double as a USB micro connector. Then we have USB-C over here, a full-size USB over here, and again a USB-C over here. So it can charge any device up to 100 watts, and it also has very fast data transfer speed. So it attaches magnetically and take a very small form factor. You can even put it in your keychain like I do with my Orbit key here sometimes, like this. And yeah, it's a really good cable, good to have in your kit, especially while traveling. You have different devices, you can charge it using this cable. So yeah, I usually always have one on me and one on my travel bag whenever I'm traveling. Alright, so that was all in my everyday carry kit airport edition. One thing that I really like to show you is once you take the passport out from here and put it in your passport wallet, this pocket can be used to hold your phone, and because it's magnetic, it becomes really easy and quick accessible. So once I boarded the flight, my passport goes in my backpack and this becomes a pocket to handle my phone, and it's a really efficient bag. So yeah, I'll try to find links to all the items that I have shown and put it in the description below for you. And if you want to check out my recommendation for 8 items that every man should carry, then do check out this video. And if you want to check out what I carry in my everyday carry sling bag, then this video is for you. And I hope you really enjoyed this video, learned something new. Let me know how you find this video. Leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And on that note, I'm gonna see you in the next one.